We've learned a lot in science this school year. Our first book was about the properties of matter. The students learned about the three forms of matter, how to measure it, about reversible and irreversible changes, and about the properties of matter. We did some experiments. We learned that a root beer float shows all three kinds of matter at once. And we melted chocolate chips. So we learned about the solid and liquid form of matter. Our next book was about organisms and their habitats. We learned a lot about bees and why we need them and why we need to save them. We also had a bonus project about pigs, our virtual pig from my farm, and we learned how pigs and plants work together, and we learned more about pig habitats. We had some projects. Our signature bee project was very big. And we had our bonus pig project where we learned more about the pig and its habitat. Our next book was about land and water. We learned about landforms, preventing landslides, about how a volcano and geyser are similar, and a lot about erosion. We did some experiments. The students had a hill of dirt and an ice cube, and the ice cube represented a glacier causing erosion. They also used a straw to represent wind erosion. They had a lot of fun with this project. We next learned about electricity. We learned about how lightning forms, about a circuit, about where electricity comes from, power plants and batteries, and we learned about two kinds of electricity. We did some experiments. The students had fun with static electricity experiments in which they learned about how positive and negative charges attract. The students will now share their version of what they learned this school year. Thank you for listening.